In this video, I'll break down exactly the funnel that made me well over 600k fully profit in 7 months from zero in my personal offer. And I also use this funnel across bunch of my clients' offers, so approximately it made me well over 1 million fully profit, but for my personal profit, it made me well over 600k. All starting from zero in just 7 months. So in this video, I'll break it down exactly, and if it sounds hard, no worries. This is actually a really simple funnel. It may look complicated, but it's not. It's one of the easiest funnels you can implement. It's one of the most profitable funnels you can implement. And also, it's only used by around 1-2% of people, so this funnel really stands out from your competitors. So if you're struggling with selling because you have high competitive market, this will be also perfect way to stand out from competitors and make much more money from courses. So just to show the proof, this was my old snapshot offer when I was teaching people how they could start making money for Snapchat, because I was making money for Snapchat by myself and I was just teaching people how they could start making money for Snapchat. So from November 1st to my 31st 2025, I made just around 640k in gross revenue on WOP. After WOP fees it was around 620k, but I got some money through crypto, PayPal, etc. So it was well over 600k fully profits after tax, after VAT, my country, etc. And basically this money went through my old snapshot offer. As you can see, I was teaching people how they could get results like this. This was my result. I was making around 1 to 1.8k every single day, but I was averaging 35k months, or get just views like this. For example, 30 million views in a matter of like what, 12 days. Completely scratched from the beginning, since I was making money for Snapchat, so I could actually teach people how they could make money for Snapchat. And this funnel was split into two different things, so backend and frontend. So frontend is what people actually see when they click on profile, when they, for example, funnel hack me, but backend is what people don't actually see, and this is what we're gonna be mainly focusing for. So we're mainly gonna be focusing on backend, plus we're gonna base it on frontend. So because backend is much more detailed, you have much more sources in the backend, and I want to give you as much source as possible. So I basically combine the backend and frontend. I built it on backend and here put the frontend. This funnel is pretty big, so one of the easiest ways to implement it, to remember it, is take notes. So if you have a note paper or if you have a notebook, whatever, just really take notes on it, and I promise if you implement this funnel, it will boost your sales immediately. So we are starting from the top of the sales funnel, which is basically the VSL. If you don't know, this is the video sales letter. This is basically the video that the goal is to basically drive the sale. This is how my page looked like, and for example here we had really simple headline: learn how regular people use Snapchat's new payout program to make money from their phone without having any previous experience showing your face or technical skills. So here we had really simple messaging who we are actually targeting: regular people. Here we had blue ocean strategy, Snapchat's new payouts program to make money from their phone, because that was the goal of these people of my ICP, without having any previous experience showing your face or technical skills. Now these three simple objections were basically one of the most common objections my ICP had, so I was just directly telling them in the sub headline. And now the VSL, and I have really simple framework to VSL. Firstly, resonate with your ICP, find their problem, nurture their problem, give the solution, sell the dream, and call to action. So just resonate with the ICP, just talk in the ICP words, ICP language, resonate with their problems, wants, needs, find their problem. Most often they know they have problem, but you gonna act as a doctor, so just give them the exact problem they have. Then nurture the problem, so tell exactly what's gonna happen if they still gonna have that problem, how their life gonna look like if they gonna still have that problem, etc. Give the solution, so in my case it was Snapchat solution or making money for Snapchat. Then sell the dream. I call it selling the dream, but basically giving your testimonials, your client testimonials, and what they're gonna get after they join your program. And lastly, call to actions. In my case it was basically click the button below, and this was basically this button. And also one of the simplest way in the VSL, make sure if you have call to action, you have actually video recorded that you click this button, because that will boost your conversion rate a lot. Now we had a VSL, and if someone watched the VSL, he went straight to application form, and this is how the application form look like. Just really simple website. One last step, fill out the application form, and here I had a basic type form. And now in type form I had really simple questions, so like name, email, phone, what's your experience with Snapchat, what do you currently do for work, how old are you, how much money are you willing to invest right now, and why you're a right fit. So how the application form looks like. Here the goal was to collect data. Here what's your experience, what do you currently do. This was basically thing that closer could read before the sales call, so he could, target directly his wants, his needs, etc. But we were not mainly looking for that. How old are you is really simple question, because if someone is, let's say, 15 years old, 16 years old, he's much less willing to spend, let's say, 5k on a single call. So we're, if someone was teenager, we tried to qualify him actually before the call again and again. How much money you're willing to invest, this was the most important question, and why you're a right fit. That was basically the question that we wanted to see, because people were giving the desires, wants, etc. here. So we could target them on the sales call. And how much money you're willing to invest, this was basically the most important questions, since basically if someone had more than 1k plus to invest, he was qualified, and if someone has less than 1k, he was basically disqualified. This is how the whole qualification form look like. And now if someone submit application, we are basically collecting data with future emails. So for example, with the name, email, phone, we're collecting all of the data. So even if someone didn't convert, we're still sending them emails, we are still sending them SMS, etc, etc. And also type form, make sure you collect data of all of the guys. So even if someone didn't fill out the form fully, for example, he answered only for first question, so name, email, phone, you still have that data inside, so you can target more people, because not everyone fills out the full form. And if you collect data from everyone, so it doesn't matter what amount of data they fill out, it will also help you a lot, because you will get much more leads who didn't convert it. Then we had a qualification check, and this was basically more than 1K willing to invest qualified, less than 1K disqualified. Really simple. And right now we are gonna start with qualified, since it's much simpler. So if someone was qualified, has more than 1K willing to invest, so we basically send them to calendar page for high tickets. This is how the calendar page look like. Here the Calendly embed, and now book your strategy call, start generating 5K month with Snapchat next 9 days or less guaranteed. So here the person knew exactly what they're gonna get, so start generating 5K month with Snapchat, and what time frame in 90 days or less, and here the guaranteed, so we had basically money back guarantee. Now on the Calendly embed, here he basically needed to select a time slot, and in time slot we had maximum 3 days ahead, so person will show up, because we didn't want, for example, to have calls booked in a matter of a month in advance, because we just knew that if person books a call, let's say in a week of advance, he's not ready to buy. That's why we had maximum 3 days in advance, 3 days ahead. So basically we wanted people who are warmed up, because, you know, they watch my content, they watch my VSL, they decided to, you know, get into the program, apply into the program, so they're ready to buy. And if they're gonna hop on a call a month after, they're not gonna remember about the call, and they're not gonna remember about the offer. So we just wanted maximum 3 days ahead, best if the same day or the day after. And if someone book a call, we send them to booking confirmation page. This is how the booking confirmation page look like. Here we had basically really simple video. Step 1, watch this important video about your call below. If you don't, will be forced to cancel your call and give your slot to someone else. This is really simple booking confirmation, and then they needed to confirm on the call. So the video was basically talking about like, yo, thanks for booking, you made the right decision, etc, etc. Still giving them a bunch of testimonials they could still convert even more, because the goal was to make personal book a call with one of my closers, spend a bunch of time with me watching my videos, watching my clients reviews, etc. So here I was also giving my clients reviews, clients testimonials, and then I was showing exactly what to do and what to expect. So you know that they need to confirm a call on the email. I show them exactly how they're gonna do that, and I show them exactly what to expect. So when they hop on the call, who gonna be on the call, so my closer, but of course I frame it as a guy from inside my team, not as a closer, of course, obviously. And then just showing them whole sales process, so how it's gonna work, if they're gonna join, how they're gonna get onboarded, when they're gonna hop on the call with me, how we're gonna start making the money Snapshot, etc. So they had really clear sales process, and this basically removed much of the friction inside of hopping on a sales call. Then the person needs to think about it. Really showing whole sales process allowed us to remove 80% of objections. And then if booking was confirmed, we basically sent emails, confirmation emails, they need to click on it, and it was automatically adding the meeting to the Google Calendar and also on the Apple Calendar. So they were getting notification, for example, that the call is gonna be in the next 24 hours, or the call is gonna be in the next hour, and the call is happening in 5 minutes, etc, etc. And if the booking was confirmed, with basically pre-call process, and this was one of the most crucial things. The pre-call process was basically based on my ICP document, so I knew exactly who my ICP was, what are the problems, desires, wants, and pays. So I had really simple written down. If you don't have the ICP document, just create it. So break down all of your problems, desires, wants, and pays your ideal client profile has, because that will help you a lot, for example, in the pre-call process. So in the pre-call process, we have basically 3 forms of sending email in the pre-call process. Firstly, we were sending them YouTube videos, and basically the YouTube videos were, in my case, talking about Snapchat, how Snapchat works, and one of the best ways to make people watch YouTube videos are unlisted YouTube videos. This one's print. In your pre-call process, if you don't use unlisted YouTube videos, you are losing a bunch of money. I promise, if you implement only this from this video, you will make much more money, because unlisted YouTube videos works much better than normal videos, because it creates some type of urgency and scarcity. The person knows that this video is unlisted, it only shows to few people, so he needs to watch it right now. So if you send unlisted YouTube video, and if someone clicks the link, he's gonna watch it till the end. So just implement unlisted YouTube videos. We are handling objections, so those were basically the things from the ICP document, and here we knew exactly what are the most common objections are in terms of starting Snapchat, since we had the data from AI calls analyzer, from sales call, from previous sales call. And for example, here we're running retargeting ads on Facebook, really low spend, targeting only people that booked a call, and we were just giving them all of the objections, subconsciously solving all of the objections. We had ads running from my personal page, so you know, my objection handling, but we had also faceless objection solvers. So those are the face base listing pages artificially created by us just to handle objections on Snapchat. And lastly, we are sending emails, and basically the emails has two goals here right now. We are sending personal stories or my client stories, and the goal of personal stories was to spend more time with me. We knew that if the person spends more time with me, he will be able to convert much better. And client stories was basically to gain trust, because if we were sending a bunch of testimonials, we knew exactly that the person gonna convert, because the only shit that he sees right now on his page is social proof, social proof, social proof. And right now the person hop on a sales call, and there are basically two things. If someone show up, we had basically making the money. We had really high close rate because of the whole pre-call process and the whole system. You know, they needed to spend a bunch of time with me before actually booking a call, etc. So we had basically really high close rates. And the reason why I had really high close rate was basically we had really simple sales call process. So the sales calls, of course, with my closer, because I couldn't take 8 calls every single day by myself, then just deliver to people who already bought my program, and also, you know, record content, etc. So it was, of course, with my closer, and closer had really detailed script directly targeting my ICP, so he knew exactly what he is supposed to do. So for example, if I was hiring the second closer, third closer, then I was just giving them exact scripts targeted for my ICP. I give it also to my clients, you know, but also not for Snapchat case, but just to their case, to their offer, directly to their offer, so they know exactly what they're supposed to do. The closer knows exactly how he's supposed to talk, etc. And if someone didn't show up on the call, we had basically email campaign, and we had also 3 email types here. Personal stories to spend more time with me, client stories to gain trust. These are basically 2 things that we already covered before. And now, relatable moments to get back trust. So here I was not converting at all, I was not giving any call to actions, but I was, for example, talking my personal stories from my life, not from Snapchat, but just, you know, my personal stories, you know, how I met someone, etc. The goal was to get back trust, because I knew if someone didn't show up on the call, he basically lose trust to me. He either forgot or he lose trust to me, and the goal here was to basically get back that trust. And if someone was spending time on that email, you know, he still hopped again on the sales call, and then he was showing up, and then he was buying the product, so I was making money. This thing was basically a high ticket program, so it costs around $5K, and right now we are going to low ticket and mid ticket. If someone, you know, applied, and right now he was disqualified, so he had less than 1K willing to invest, so we basically sent him to low ticket page offer. This is how the low ticket page looked like. This was really simple, you know, it was only for $20 because it was low ticket product, and right now we are going to 2 paths. So right now, if someone didn't purchase the low ticket, we're sending them email campaigns. He was getting nurture back, and he was finally buying because it's only $19. Because who doesn't have $19? Like, everyone has $19. And secondly, if someone was buying on the low ticket page, he purchased, and then we're sending them directly to mid ticket VSL. So this is how the mid ticket VSL looked like. As you can see, it's really simple page. Congratulations, your order is on the way, and now we are creating the need for mid ticket VSL. And the mid ticket VSL was really simple. Firstly, we're congratulations on the right choice. So, you know, congratulations on making the right decision of joining Snapchat, etc. Tell what will happen right now. So here I was telling them exactly, right now we're gonna create your account, etc. Then target their subconscious problem. So from my SP document, I knew exactly that the low ticket was solving XYZ problem, and but they still have another problem which we're gonna solve in the mid ticket VSL. And I was giving the solution, which was basically the mid ticket program. Then give testimonials from a bunch of my clients' results, you know, that joined low ticket, then mid ticket, and what they got, etc. And then just call to action. Really simple framework, pretty similar to overall basic VSL. And if someone didn't purchase, we had basically email campaign, and it was the exact same as with no-show process. So personal stories to spend more time with me, client stories to gain trust, and relatable moments to get back trust. And mostly often we were focusing on relatable moments, because we knew if someone didn't buy, he just somehow lost trust to me. He was not ready to buy, so we need to get back that trust. And that email campaign was working the most, and he was still spending time with me because he got back that trust. He also bought the low ticket, which we need to remember, like he bought the low ticket page offer for $90. So if he bought the low ticket, the course was designed to get as much ROI as possible, as quick as possible. So he got an ROI on low ticket. Mostly often it was views, because, you know, it was much easier to get ROI in terms of views and not in terms of money, because money came after some time. So if he got an ROI, he was pretty much ready to buy mid ticket, and I was making money from mid ticket. And if someone purchased, the customer was using the product. We had basically Discord for chatting. This was basically for the whole community, because the mid ticket was the community, the low ticket was only a course, and the mid ticket was course plus community plus calls, and, you know, much more detailed course. So we were basically using Discord for chatting for the whole community, and WOP for course, for, you know, hosting the course, and for group calls. So this is one of the simplest stack you can use in terms of basically building a mid ticket. So if you have, for example, community plus course, this is one of the easiest stack you can use. So customer was using the product, and he achieved the results. Again, the goal was to get as quick as ROI as possible, you know, give them as much value as possible, make them ROI as quick as possible. So if the results got achieved, for example, as you can see here, Little motivation what you can get inside of VIP teaching. So this is basically the mid-ticket program. This guy already made $3,000 and now he's waiting for like $800 more. So the course was designed to make the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time. So this guy just made like 4K. So he spent $20 low ticket, $500 on mid-ticket. So he spent $520. He made 4K back. The high ticket cost around 5K. So he's right now pretty much ready for high ticket sale. And if he's ready for high ticket sale because he got an ROI, he made money, he got the results, he basically booked a call because, you know, he already got a ROI. This guy trusted me a lot because, you know, I already gave the results, I already made the money. So they trusted me like crazy, and I was sending them to high ticket purchase, and then purchase was made and I was making money. So again, as you can see, this funnel was really simple. It allowed me to make well over 600k fully profit. Only in WOP, after WOP is around 620k in revenue. But I got again some money through PayPal, crypto, Wise, Revolut, etc. On WOP, I made 640k in gross revenue. After WOP is around 620k, as you can see here, plus some money through crypto, PayPal, Wise, Revolut, etc. So from November 1st to May 31st, I made well over 600k fully profit just by using this really simple funnel I broke down in this video. I personally spent 10k just to get this funnel, just to learn this funnel, you know, just to funnel hack this funnel. So it's one of the best funnel you can get. And I personally learned this funnel from the person that was scaling one of the biggest offers online. He recently scaled an offer past $50 million every single month, you know. He's one of the best guy in terms of info products. I spent 10k just to learn this simple funnel. I spent much more money learning from him, directly for him, and just his knowledge plus my personal experience knowledge in terms of, you know, scaling courses. For example, in my personal snapshot course, I made well over 600k fully profit only from that course. And for my clients, we recently generated pretty much right now over 800k in revenue just for their courses without going viral like crazy, without, you know, spending tons of content. We had basically implemented all of the systems, all of the backend. This is maybe like 5% of what we implement. Instead, if someone joins our program right now, which I basically scale info products past 50k months. So if you want me to scale your course past 50k months without going viral or grinding for 12 hours a day, just click the first link in the description, watch a video, see if it resonates with you. If it is, book a call, see if we are a good fit working together, and I will basically make you richer. I will basically make you crazy amount of money from your courses. I will implement all of the backend systems, all of the front end systems. I'll help you create content that's maybe not going viral, so you don't need to chase another viral video, but will still make you money. In my old snapshot course, I was not even going viral. Right now, I'm also not going viral. And recently, for example, I made $18,000 from 27 views, basically two $9,000 sales. So just click the first link in the description, watch a video. If it actually gonna resonate with you, just book a call. Even though you're scared to book a call, no worries. Like, I'm not gonna hard pitch right now. I already have clients. I already make money for my clients. If you want to work with me, just, you know, just book a call. We're gonna hop on the call, see if we are a good fit working together. I already have clients, so, you know, I'm not gonna hard pitch you, yo, just buy my course, buy my course. No, the thing that cares the most for me was basically delivery. If I gonna see that we are just not good fit working together, then I will just tell you. I'm not the hard pitcher. So just book a call, hop on a call. Even if you won't buy the program, you'll still get insane amount of value because I'm not getting anything across all of my YouTube channel, across my Instagram account. I'm also not getting anything. So if you're actually gonna be good fit working together, I will make you richer from your course. I will scale you past 50k months without any problems. So just click the first link in the description, watch the video, book a call, and see you actually on the call.